welcome back to the start of another video. Today we're going to be working on the AU Falcon. So a lot of you guys have been asking about this car, and I can tell you right now, this thing has been in the background and I've been driving it pretty much as a daily, but I haven't been making any videos on it. I haven't really done anything to the car in the past couple of weeks because I've sort of neglected it, to be honest. But today we're going to be changing that and we're going to do a pretty much overhaul of the hot side and cold side. Get this thing running sweet because we want to go to some drift events and we don't want to be bogging down in second gear. Now, before we start today's video as well, I want to give a quick mention to the bankyspec.com website. We have some new merch. Naoki, you want to model for us? Oh, how sass. We have JZX100 Chaser hoodies. We also have them in purple as well.
Bam. Oh, bam. Oh, look at that embroidery.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
Wunder.
15th of May 2022, go cop some merchandise. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we bought for the AU because over the next couple days we'll be pimping this thing out. We have some 2.5-inch piping because we also have some headers for this car. I will show you that in a second, but we also have some gaskets. The main thing we're going to focus on today is replacing the intake plenum gasket because this is a known problem for AU Falcons. They usually fail and my one has definitely failed. We just did one on Naoki's AU Falcon and that turned out to give it more power, you reckon?
I definitely like more down low. I was having a misfire issue, so now it's like back to normal. Definitely got more power down low.
Yeah, my car has had a problem since I bought it, and it's like it would idle too high for some reason. And it's been a bit of a drainer having it as a daily because obviously idling higher means more fuel consumption. And this thing's already thirsty. So we're gonna do the intake plenum gasket and also maybe start getting rid of the headers. All right. Okie dokie, we're gonna let this thing cool down a bit, but the intake gasket just goes in between this whole plenum piece and the head of the engine. I don't know if you can see it down there, but it's all withered away with time. It's nice and crusty and it'll probably all fall apart like yours did.
In 10 pieces.
Yes. That was worrying.
Yeah, because I didn't see it on the bottom. I was like,
Little update for you guys, we've taken that top plenum piece off. It gives us access to these little flappy boys, which apparently create different amounts of torque when they're open and closed. So yeah, what we're gonna do now is pretty much just take all these 10mm bolts off the plenum that bolts onto the head, and then we can slip the plenum to the side a little bit, then feed the new gasket down. But I'm excited to see how many pieces this gasket turns into because, yeah, on Naoki's car is a lot.
yes.
We now have everything loosened, and you can see I can move the plenum back just a little bit to get access to this gasket. Oh man, just like still intact. Oh, I think I just broke it there. Well, let's see if I can get this all out in like one piece. No way, no way, no way. Bro, it's in one piece.
It was in way better condition.
Yeah, what? That's annoying. It was leaking a bit, I could tell. But yeah, not as bad as I thought. Interesting. You can see where it's like all oily. That means it's like been leaking out down towards the rest of the car. That makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, it's not as bad as I thought.
One piece. It's not
bad. We have our new intake plenum gasket. It's a Permaseal gasket. There's the part number if you guys want to do your own, but these things are pretty good. A lot of people also run Permaseal head gaskets on their Barras, so that's how I know Permaseal's good. 3, 2, 1, bam, and it's in. Although we've made a pretty unfortunate discovery, looks like this whole job might have been unnecessary because, so we have an open vacuum leak right there and there was nothing that was going to this when we pulled it off. So this could have been the reason why I've had such a big idle problem because there's just been a massive open hole right there. Now I thought this was originally the PCV valve, but the PCV valve goes up into the throttle body, into this little throttle plate right there. So I can't really understand why this was open like this. I can't even see any sort of other vacuum ports for this, but what I might do is just stick another vacuum hose onto this port right there, or I might just bung it up, but that's pretty frustrating. But we'll pull it back together and I'm pretty sure that's going to fix my idle issue. So for some reason on gas cars, they have this little piece that goes to the throttle body and that's where you connect the 2 vacuum ports up. However, this on Naoki's petrol one is located on here. And look, it fits. So what I'm gonna do is chuck this on there, then I'm gonna delete the throttle body one, and we'll see if we can fix it. All right, we are finally done putting the AU Falcon back together. We have all the intake plenum bolts back in. We have the new intake plenum gasket in there as well. And I've also removed that little plastic piece that was in this little part. I think it's called the idler air control valve. I'm not entirely sure if it's that, but we've also taken that little plastic piece out. So we've also managed to route these pipes to where I pointed out before, down in there. So they're not routing up here anymore. So we're gonna give it a start. Hopefully it fires up. It runs on all 6 cylinders smoothly, and the idle drops, because it was having a massive problem idling before, and I think that could have also been the reason why it felt like it wasn't as peppy as it should have felt. Yeah, let's see what happens when we fire it up. I'm worried. Now she doesn't want to start at all. Come on, fine idle. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. So when I first bought the car, I actually tried to adjust the idle. So I put it all the way down because it was idling so high. So I think because I've set it all the way down, it's just not going to hold its idle. So I'm going to put it up a little bit, and hopefully that fixes the problem. If I give it a few turns, that should keep it idling at a higher level. But you could see right there, it was holding when I had my foot on the pedal. Oh man, I've stripped it, but...
King strip returns.
King strip.
It's cammed.
I'm gonna just keep flipping it. Maybe it'll find it when I rev it out a bit. I'm gonna try drive it down the street with me blipping it. See if we can actually get it into first and second gear. Oh, no, already stalled it out. Okay, just off the bat, I'm cruising in second gear, and the thing feels way better. Holy crap. I can't believe it was that. I believe it was that was causing the power loss. The fact that there was a massive gaping hole in the middle of the intake plenum, that's something that you would never think to look at. But second gear, oh wow, it actually pushes me back in my seat now. Hell yeah! Right, Mackie's first reaction, first gear.
That's feeling better. That's feeling better.
Yeah?
Give it, punch
Come
him
on,
more.
that's drastic, man.
Punch him 1 second.
Right, second gear, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
Alright. I guess it's not as drastic because
I think I'm used to
AU.
my AU too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think my one could still give you your run for your money.
Fuck you, now we got a race. Ready?
I think you definitely got gypped on that diff though.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I think you got a 3.23 like me. Private road.
Private road, boy. Well, bro, that confirms it.
Very glad we're even now.
Oh no, finally. Also, my car's making a weird sound. Hear that? Ah well, she'll be right. It's an AU. I think it's the AC compressor. I'll turn the AC off. Yeah. I just watched that video, and that was very watchable. Usually I watch the videos and I'm like, it's kind of boring, but you know what? Pretty happy with that one. Pretty unfortunate news about the AU. The fact that I almost gave up on it, nearly changed the engine, nearly did an engine swap because of that little vacuum leak. That was the problem with the whole thing all along, and it caused me to do so many little different things. I did the fuel pump, I did fuel filter, I did multiple oil changes, a bunch of different other little things, and it turns out it was just a vacuum leak all along. Something that you can't really ever determine. I guess I could have probably done like a one of those, you know, sort of vapes through the intake manifold. This is probably what I should have done, but yeah, I didn't end up doing that. So yeah, but AU Falcon is back, and we do need to do some headers now, which I actually never showed in the video. So we'll keep that a little secret for next video, but I appreciate you guys for sticking around, and thank you all so much for watching. If you want to help support the channel, head over to bankyspec.com, get some merchandise for your boy over here, and I will talk to you in the next one. See you later. That's how I know permasteel's good. 3, 2, 1. Imagine if it cracked it.